Okay, hello and welcome everyone. We have quite a lot of attendees tonight. Thank you for joining us today for our special event, K-Wave Business Talk with Alex Rose. We are excited to have you with us for what promises to be an enlightening discussion on the world of business in the K-Wave industry. Okay, my name is Jessica and I'll be your host for today's event. And this event is brought to you by Kpoppost and beSUCCESS. Kpoppost is an online platform that keeps you updated on all things K-pop and K-drama, from the latest news to deep dives into the industry. You can visit our website, www.kpoppost.com. And meanwhile, beSUCCESS is a leading media and networking platform that focuses on Korean startups, tech innovations, and entrepreneurs around the globe. Both platforms are dedicated to spreading Korean culture and innovation worldwide. And today, we are incredibly fortunate to have Alex Rose with us. Hi, Alex.
Hey, how are you? How's everybody out there?
We're good, I think. I'm good. How are you, Alex?
Good, good. It's a little bit early in the morning, but I'm refreshed and ready to go.
Okay, then. That's great because we have lots of topics to discuss today, exciting topics. Actually, Alex is the CEO of Supreme Entertainment Artists, SEA, and the visionary founder of You Had to Be There. His expertise in navigating the intricate world of entertainment and his innovative approach to business are just a couple of the reasons we are all eager to hear his insights today here. Well, as I said before, our agenda today is packed with exciting topics. We will delve into Alex's journey in the entertainment industry, explore strategic business insights, and then dive into a live Q&A where Alex will answer your questions. So you are free to drop your questions in the chat room. So make sure to stay tuned and interact here. Let's begin by hearing more about Alex's incredible journey. Can you share your journey from working at Mama Kin to founding Supreme Entertainment Artists?
Sure, yeah. Mama Ken was a nightclub in Boston that was owned by the rock band Aerosmith.
Mhm.
I had a passion for music and, was fortunate enough to be one of the first people that they hired to work at the venue. And just seeing live performances was really exciting for me. After college, I had sent my resume out to all the big record labels in New York City and got many rejection letters, including one that said, "Please do not send us another resume. We've already got 3 of yours on file." And while working there, I had met a couple of people that worked at a company called Dawn Law Company, which is now our Live Nation office in Boston. And they had a agency as part of the company. And, I really found a passion in like growing and developing artists. We worked with everyone from gold and platinum selling artists like Pete Yorn, Godsmack, Howie Day. I found SR-71 and American Hi-Fi, a couple of American pop rock bands, just to name a few, and spent about 3.5 years there. And just it didn't seem like there was much growth. We had different visions, and I had met a partner by the name of Jordan Feldstein, who was agent at ICM in New York at the time, and we had met a few times and said, "Hey, let's start our own business." So we started Supreme out of a one-bedroom apartment. There were 3 of us in New York City. We didn't even have a computer when we started, so we had to walk to this place called the Log On Cafe 3 or 4 times to check email. Some of you may be familiar with Jordan. He was the longtime manager of Maroon 5, Sarah Bareilles, before he passed away in December of 2017. And like I said, we've worked with everyone from Maroon 5, Cypress Hill, Nick Lachey, Eve Six, Jordan Knight, prominent member of the original boy band group, New Kids on the Block. Um, and here, we had a little bit more autonomy to do things, and we put together package tours, everything from Boys of Summer, which was a lot of boy band members and old boy band groups getting together, going out and playing fairs and casinos, and dabbled in social media. We had this tour called the OMG Tour, headlined by Jacob Whitesides, which was a huge success for us. And everyone from the Janoskians to Jack and Jack selling out Wembley in London. And the latest things before, I had ended up taking about 4 years off. We had done Make America Rock and Fun in the Summer Sun package tours, which here in the States played arenas, small amphitheaters, and, just branding a name and, putting 4 to 6 acts together and, getting people out for a fun day of entertainment. So, did
But
that. And then 2018 ended up, taking about 3.5, 4 years off, dabbling in some different things, and recently published a book. So,
wow, that's quite a journey. So you follow your passion to start a business, like really from zero, right?
from
From a
scratch, when I started, I was literally, I thought I was moving to New York City, but I moved to Jersey City before it was gentrified, before 9/11, and I was sleeping on a futon chair bed in a closet, and it was a
Ooh.
miserable experience.
Because you experienced that, and now you can share your what is it, insights to other people. Like if you want to start a business, just start it up, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, think of an idea, and I think a lot of people out there have ideas, but there's a difference between someone with ideas that, doesn't, really, I guess, move the ball forward and executing upon it, or at least, coming up with a business plan and saying, here's what I need to do to get from A to Z, or A, B, and C. And, so it's just like I've come up with these ideas and then executed on it, whether it's Make America Rock. I was sitting at my desk and I said, you know, it's just a really cool name. At the time, it was not a political thing. Made some phone calls and started going. And, we did 50 or 60 dates on the tour,
mhm.
2 years in a row. So, and similar with UH2BT, had an idea. Pre-COVID, I had dabbled in, some different themed events, and um, it just kind of took off, and, we're growing and building a small community, here in North America, and, we've dabbled a little bit over in Europe as well.
So what is actually inspired you to start the UH2BT?
It was idea that started during COVID. Um, I was just thinking of ways to get people out of their house, away from, their stresses at work or their university, and hang out with friends and family that they hadn't gotten a chance to see much, or maybe not in a long time. Dance, smile, unwind, and just have fun listening to music. Um, and we had a couple of, different themes, and, K-pop is one that's, really emerged as a leader for us. And, I feel a lot of momentum, and, that we're, really building something, special in different communities here in the United States, especially.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's going global now. The K-pop is going global now.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Could you, for those unfamiliar about UH2BT, could you explain the concept behind the pop-up party tours and what unique experiences it provides actually? What
Sure.
makes it different?
Yeah, I mean, I think what makes it different, especially with the K-pop events, it's pretty simple. It's trying to bring friends, family, community together, enjoy a night out, share fun, times, listen to your favorite music and songs. And, one of the things that I think differentiates us is, we're every show that we book, we do some research, try to get into the community, and, we're trying to find the best K-pop cover dance groups and, get everyone involved, make them feel a sense of pride. And there aren't many opportunities for, especially the dance groups to perform here in the US and show off their talents. And, that's one thing, I think, we're trying to be proactive in getting the community involved, and it seems to be working, especially in, a lot of these secondary markets, that college markets that don't get a lot of live entertainment, or the BTSs, the Blackpinks aren't showing up in Des Moines, Iowa, El Paso, Texas, Oklahoma City, Urbana, Illinois, just to name a
Mhm.
few. So
Should we just continue?
sure.
Sure. Okay, turning our attention to the broader landscape, how do you perceive the current influence of the K-pop, the K-wave in the US music industry?
I mean, K-pop has definitely been growing at a rapid pace. I think it's kind of reshaping, you know, what artists are, doing in a positive sense. It promotes cultural diversity, fan engagement. They're setting new standards, for performance and visuals. And, that's something, on this end that we're still trying to learn and, get better at, which it seems like the three large record labels, management companies in South Korea, have been able to, do an amazing job at, getting their artists, worldwide attention. So,
Do you notice any trends or patterns in the popularity of K-pop among American audiences, especially?
yeah, I mean, I think, in the K-pop events that we're doing, it definitely brings diverse fan base. You know, what they're doing, the artists on social media platforms, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or going viral. I know there are some K-pop artists that are collaborating with Western artists. There's a lot of fashion involved. I believe it's Espa that has a couple of live commercials here in the States that are for corporate jewelry companies, as well as clothing brands. So it's just brand and fashion, merchandise, lifestyle, a little bit of everything that they seem to be capitalizing on.
Yeah, so as an expert in the US music industry, can you discuss any specific examples that you do to adapt to the K-pop impact
Yeah,
within
I mean, I think,
your agency, within your company, UH2BT?
yeah, I mean, right now, we're just doing the theme DJ dance group events. We are starting to incorporate, some of the, smaller idols here that are based in North America, mostly California, into our events, as well as some more nationally known K-pop dance groups. But, I think, on this end, it's looking and seeing what, positive, traction that a lot of these acts are getting on their social media content, and, learning and growing from that, to try to make stuff go more viral, get more, I guess you would say, notice, for our events. So, and that's one thing, I think with the K-pop acts that are coming here to North America, in speaking with, companies like Live Nation and AEG, just
Mhm.
the content has doubled from what it was just back in 2022 to 2023, and I'm sure it will continue to expand.
Okay, for participants, I'd like to remind you, you can drop any questions to Alex in the chat room. So we will ask Alex to answer at the end of the session. Now, let's shift our focus to some of the big challenges the entertainment world is dealing with because of the K-Wave's popularity. Like you said before, the impact is too big, I can say. It's global impact. How can agencies around the world make the most of this K-pop trend while still offering a variety of artists? Also, what has Supreme done or thought about doing in response to the K-wave?
I think there's a lot of competition out there for the audience's attention. With the ticket buyers here in the US, we've got very high inflation. Unemployment is starting to tick higher. Wages are staying stagnant. So my fear is with the barrage of K-pop artists that are now coming to the US. I'm hearing from talent buyers, they're looking for more money. You have to raise the ticket prices, and I'm hopeful that we can still continue to see growth in K-pop, which I believe we will. But I think everyone has to be aware of keeping ticket prices affordable for fans that want to go. So I mean, I think that's going to be important over the next coming years. And I just see that there's a lot of excitement here in the States for K-pop artists, K-pop events. Like I said earlier, it seems like there's someone new popping up every day that you look at BTS, Blackpink, Stray Kids, like literally within minutes, these acts are selling out stadiums, like Taylor Swift, when the only, I guess you could say, when I was growing up, boy band or pop group that was doing that was New Kids on the Block. So, and now it's like there's a different K-pop act every year that's coming over and just having mass success. And I don't know if that will continue to be the trend, or we're going to see that tail off. But yeah, I mean, especially for the club and the theater acts, I think that they need to be careful in their ticket pricing, and um, not have everyone oversaturate the market. So
Yeah, I agree because some of K-pop artists coming to my country, the ticket price is too high. Looking at K-pop fans are mostly like college students, right? They cannot afford like expensive prices.
that, yeah, I mean, that's what I've found in the United States, that it's an all ages uh, fan base, or at least college 18. Our data shows 18 to 24.
Yeah.
Um, and there are some venues here in the States at the club level that can only do 21 plus because of city or state laws. And at least those events for us have performed very subpar. So I think the fan base is growing. Um, but I don't believe it's a 21 plus audience. At least not now. We're finding, like I said, most success in the college markets.
Yeah. Okay, before we go to the Q&A session, actually we have one artist here, Alex. He is a Korean, but he is based in Sydney. Milky Day. Hi, Milky Day.
Hi.
Hey, how are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So it's another great opportunity that Milky Day attend this event. So I think I need to introduce both of you here because
Oh,
Milky Day is an artist that, yeah, well, I can say I'm a fan of him.
there you'll have
So
to email me over some music when you get a chance.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, so I produce and songwrite myself, and Yeah, actually, it's I had a question for you if it's okay. I was
Yeah,
wondering
it's
if you
okay.
had any had any like advice for, independent artists and maybe kind of like what kind of trends and things that we should be looking out for.
Say the last part of it again, please.
Just if you have any advice for independent artists and how to succeed in the industry, and also like what kind of trends we should be aware of.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, taking it slow. Like I'll have artists of all, genres of music contact me and they'll say, hey, we're selling out our hometown and the town next to us. We want to go travel the entire country. And it's like, by the time you get, 500 miles away, you're going to be broke or you won't be able to put gas in your car. I think it's just, going, taking things, one step at a time and, doing it the right way. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. And I say grow from inside out, don't try to grow outside in.
Mhm.
Like here in the United States, if you're from New York and, you're selling out 500, 1,000 tickets in New York City and New Jersey and New Haven, Connecticut, like there's no need for you right now to go to Florida, like slowly grind down, the East Coast. Or, if you're from Seattle, Washington, again, go down the West Coast, like, come up with a plan, and try to get involved with the right promoters that believe in you and, continue, working hard and being diligent on social media and, building out your team and building out, a game plan. So.
Mhm. Cool. Yeah, thank you.
That's a very useful advice, not only for independent artists, but I think for everyone to start inside out, not from
Yeah,
the
and
outside.
I would also just say, you know, everyone that you work with, even if it's on the production front to the touring front, have a contract. Like I've seen too many young artists get taken advantage of.
Mm.
So at least have something outside of, verbally, a piece of paper that you can at least wave and say, hey, I've heard stories of, artists going in to record and then 2 or 3 years later, a part of their song is, on a hit on radio and they're not making any money. And, the producer, the engineer, just sold it off. And there was no agreement, no handshake. They didn't get their masters. So, yeah, there was a group I worked with years ago on Sony 550. Two girls, very nice, didn't know what they were doing. And, they had one hit here in the US and the manager made like 70% of the money from everything, touring to merchandise, and they made nothing. So,
Contract is essential.
yeah, I would just make sure for all young artists out there, get a contract, have everything in writing, um, have a lawyer look it over, have your parents look it over. Like, you don't know everything. So, and someone could be as nice as pie, but
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for the advice for us. And there are some questions from Cindy here. Which K-pop artist management have you ever personally worked with? Do you have any unique experience while working with them?
we haven't worked with any K-pop artists. We're speaking with a couple, but nothing is confirmed at the moment. So
So soon,
hopefully,
hopefully.
if
Okay.
BTS calls you, you can give them my phone number.
Okay then. So hopefully soon to work with K-pop artists directly.
Yeah,
Well,
we've got some contacts going. So
okay. If you compare the hype in each of your events, do K-pop events sell better and faster than other genres?
I would say for the themed events, probably 75, 80% of the K-pop tickets move in the last couple of weeks. I think that's kind of, on par with other themed events. It's a late buying crowd. So, yeah, that's, a lot of, the last couple of days walk up, and we've been successful in a lot of places, sometimes doing around 1,000, 1,200 tickets.
Oh, wow. That's good. Another one, as a global music expert, how would you predict the age of K-pop music trend? Will it like everlast or permanent, or just become like a generation music style like 80s and 90s?
I mean, I think it's here to stay. I think that, your groups, like a Blackpink, like a BTS, that they'll be able to go around for, the next 40 or 50 years and still play arenas all over the world. Like I think they're that entrenched into, the music community, the world, their popularity. As long as they stay out of trouble, and I think that they'll have career, they'll be career artists. Some of these others that are coming up, it's really hit or miss. You can be playing an arena one year, come out with another album, it doesn't do well, and you could be back playing the clubs and disappear, and then maybe have like a 25 or 50-year anniversary, like a lot of the acts here in the US. So.
Okay, thank you. Another question from Anya. Okay, well, she asked, you've worked with American artists and Korean artists, but I think you said you haven't worked with Korean artists, right?
No, not yet.
Hopefully after this.
Just some DJs that are from Korea, but no artists.
Well,
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There are a lot of Korean DJs that grew up in South Korea that are now living here in the US, and some of them go back and forth between Korea and the US.
so what are the difference when it comes to interaction or planning events with like American DJs and Korean DJs?
Pretty similar. It's coming up with, a date that they're available, the venue, whether it's Live Nation, AEG, an independent venue, coming up with a fee, and, then everyone starts promoting. So.
Okay. And on a personal note, are you a K-pop fan?
Yes.
Who was your
So
favorite?
Well,
When you
how I
started?
got in, yeah, how I got into K-pop, I was driving in my car one day, and on came BTS's Dynamite. I loved
Oh,
it. I had no idea who it was, and then I played it on YouTube like 100 times over and over. So they're like, I don't know if you say they're the founding fathers of K-pop, or the leaders, but yeah, it was BTS.
so BTS was the first one that make you fall in love with K-pop
BTS, yeah.
until now, or you have other idols, other favorite groups?
I like New Jeans, 17. I'm a Blackpink fan. I'm an aespa fan. Um, I'm still trying to consume as much as humanly possible. So,
Wow. Cindy
who are
said,
who are
try
your
Baby
favorites?
Monster. Sorry?
I said, who are your favorites?
Well, actually, I'm a Stray Kids fan.
Okay.
No, basically, I used to be BTS fans, but because my 6-year-old son, he likes Stray Kids.
Okay.
So now we play Stray Kids music in our house here.
Okay.
And slowly I become their fans.
He's in charge of the household now.
Yes, he chooses the music in
Cool.
the house.
Excellent.
And Cindy said, try Baby Monster, please.
Okay, I will mark that down.
Okay, then. Is there any other questions from the attendees here? Okay, I think the silence say no. So as we wrap up our session, I want to thank Alex Ross for sharing your invaluable insights with us today. And thank you to everyone who joined and participated. Don't forget to check our website, Kpoppost, and follow our social media channels to stay updated on upcoming events. Thank you once again for joining us today at Kwave Business Talk. We hope you found this session insightful and inspiring. Have a great day and see you at our next event, everyone. Thank you, Alex.
Cool. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your night.